21 years old, I found out I was pregnant. I was under a lot of pressure because I was a college student working part-time where I could. I did not have a steady income and I was still living in my parents' home. At that time, I was driving a run-down car with no AC. I was very immature, naive, and irresponsible. The thought of bringing a child into this world was terrifying. Given the circumstances, I had no idea how I was going to make it in life. Due to unaffordable childcare costs and stiff approval requirements, I believed survival was more important than going to college. I put my education on hold and I dropped off out of college so I could work full-time and provide for my daughter. I'm going to try to convince you that college student parents need affordable childcare services readily available to them on campus. I'm going to address the problems student parents face due to unaffordable childcare services, how this issue can be fixed, and the benefits that will be reaped from this situation. Many of you may become parents one day like I am, or your children will become parents one day. Therefore, you can see why it is so important to secure the education of our future generations. Parents that are financially unstable struggle because of the lack of having childcare services readily available has become a barrier between earning a simple living and earning a degree. According to the National Conference of State Legislators, only 40% of teen mothers finish high school. Fewer than 2% finish college by the age of 30. College students with dependent children are challenged with the cost of childcare services because in many instances, the fees are unrealistically unaffordable. As a result, parents are unable to fully devote themselves to their studies, which produces a delay in reaching their academic goals. In other unfortunate situations, parents eventually drop out of college just so they can be able to provide for their family. This is very important because making investments to fund on-campus childcare programs can be an effective form of support that will encourage, benefit, and can lead to a promising future for student parents and their children. If college officials worked toward funding more on-campus childcare programs for student parents, then the parents as well as their children would be more proactive in furthering their education and completing college. The blog College Students with Children explains low-income children significantly benefit from quality early education and that children of college graduates are in turn more likely to attend college. With the assistance of on-campus childcare, parents will have a greater opportunity to enroll in the necessary courses and attain their degree in a reasonable amount of time. In 2009, the Institute for Women's Policy Research analyzed the persistence and attainment 6 years after enrollment and confirmed student parents are more likely than non-student parents to leave school without a degree. However, after 6 years of enrollment, 32.9% of student parents attained a degree or certificate, compared to 15.3% of which are still enrolled. I believe that by funding student parents with affordable childcare services would in the long run break the cycle of poverty. By not accepting this proposal, future generations are at risk of not earning a college degree and living off of the welfare system. Even though funding an on-campus childcare facility can be expensive and difficult to maintain, it would be more beneficial to invest in aspiring student parents for a limited time rather than funding able people for the rest of their lives. For example,
Somebody who worked
We must stop delaying aspiring and determined students from reaching their academic goals. According to the Institute of Women's Policy Research, confirmed that among student parents who leave with no degree, 40% hold educational debt, and the average debt for these student parents is $8,138. Student parents leave education with more debt for students graduating in 2008. The average cumulative debt 1 year after graduation for single student parents was approximately $5,000 more than the average debt for non-parents, and over $3,000 more than the average debt for a married parent. I took time to address the problems student parents face due to unaffordable child care services, how this issue can be fixed, and the benefits that will be reaped in the long run. By funding affordable on-campus child care, students are more likely to balance priorities and invest more time in their education. If you don't believe me, you can always talk to other mothers that have struggled to earn a degree while facing challenging situations along the way. In the report, College Affordability for Low-Income Adults, Improving Returns on Investment for Families and Society, Barbara Galt with a PhD, Lindsay Reichland, and Stephanie Roman emphasize on the obstacles student parents face when deciding to enroll or remain in college. They explain students have greater time constraints, less access to information about enrollment, careers, financial aid, more unmet needs, more health challenges, a higher chance of serious material scarcity such as food insecurity, difficulty paying bills, poor market outcomes that are followed by degree attainment. For the benefit of success for our future generations, I ask that we break the barriers and begin formulating more opportunities for advancement. Thank you.